Hey guys, guess what?
What?
Thanos is in Smash Bros. As the final boss. Woo!
Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm so used to introducing the episode. Zachary does it for
Yeah, I
once.
did it for once, man. You got a
No,
problem
like
with
normally,
that?
Zachary says like anytime, and then I just say, "Hey everybody, it's DuckCast. What episode is it?" And I look up the episode number. Today is 68 because I checked before we did the show. And with us today is the very lovely Teddy. I don't know what your last name is, but I don't even know if you want to say it.
Never.
Okay.
I don't take.
Well,
AKA
I do
Giga
this
Wolf
one.
Central, a channel that's probably dead by now. Yay.
why would you? Yeah, I mean, like, okay. Anyway,
Why not? What?
This is the first time. Well, hold on. This is the first time Teddy has ever been on DuckCast, but this isn't the first time that it's been the combination of me, Teddy, and Zach on a podcast because all three of us did a Metal Mouth last year.
God, I
So
remember.
that's just kind of interesting. That's a fun little side note. Do you remember that, Teddy?
I remember it, but I don't remember what it was about.
Oh yeah, I don't remember what it was about either.
There's
I
no
probably
set
did the
topic.
Tito voice at the end.
Oh yeah, I think so. Maybe.
But I mean, every episode, aside from the first one, I think every time I was on Metal Mouth, I did Tito, except for the first one because I did the Tito thing was like you had me join you for the ending of an episode because you had to cut it off early,
Yeah.
and then I just went full Tito that night, and ever since then, every time I do a podcast that isn't DuckCast.
God, I hope he doesn't find me out in space on the Ziff pod, you know?
Zach, I want to point something out. Now, I've noticed it since we started doing it, but I haven't commented on it. But I feel like 8 episodes into season 4, I'm ready to comment on it. Okay.
Oh boy.
You've been wearing shades this season for some reason. Why?
What do you mean I have a blinding light in my face the whole time. I used to not wear these, but I couldn't get used to them. I've got my phone here just for better lighting. Like I've noticed.
Oh, okay.
Like look at this.
We did
I'm
this. We
in
did
a
this for
shadow
3
right here.
seasons without you doing the shades.
This
We
is
did this
so
for
much
3
better.
seasons. This is just a recent thing. That's all I'm saying.
When I didn't have this on, this is how it was. I decided to then do this, and then after I noticed like I couldn't see, you know, the
It's
light.
too
I
bright
you
now.
look
I
here.
mean,
Just wore these.
I'll have to. Okay, I have to watch this episode and then tell you what the lighting looks like. Because that's almost like, from my point of view right now, it's almost too bright. When I actually watch the episodes, I don't notice it being too bright.
This is stupid lighting. I prefer this. Absolutely.
My lighting's always been fine because my laptop brings enough light to me.
Like I'm not in the shadows
My
like
light-
Teddy right now, you know.
Well, anyway, Teddy, welcome. How have you been doing, man?
A light like this.
Well, it's like
I only hear. I'm glad that you're smart enough to actually block the light. Because I've spoken to people who aren't smart enough to figure that part out. That if you have a light flashing directly at the camera, you're going to be a silhouette. So good job with that. Teddy, how have you been?
I've been good. My health has been yo-yoing.
That's the same with me. Now I do it to myself. I don't know about you.
I don't know how I did it, but I had a fun case with kidney stones.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he had surgery for that. Got 2 of them
Well-
taken out, right?
You doing good now?
Oh yeah, this was
A month ago.
beginning of October, end of September. But
Gotcha.
I can officially say I know what my insides look like.
I had to get a CAT scan earlier this year. I talked about that on the show, but I can't say I had health issues. I had a reason to suspect health issues, but it turned out to be nothing. I've just been unhealthy because I don't treat my body well. Anyway, I'm drinking alcohol. Anyway, it's nice to talk to you again, man. I only talk to you like once a year. That's what it's been like.
And to cause a little bit of cringe for any of our listeners, I've
Yeah.
had something this thick shoved with a camera to get a stint removed where it doesn't belong.
Thanks for the information, dude. Really appreciate
No, I
it.
love this. This is great.
You're
Teddy,
very
you're
welcome.
very unique. You're a very unique guest.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing yet. Find out
There's
later.
so many times like where you just like embrace this like.
Oh yeah. He
I don't-
gives no fucks, Teddy. He just.
I
says
know, and
whatever.
I love that about him. Like I remember watching some like of the con videos where Zach gets so irritated with Teddy.
Dude, back then I
But,
had no
like-
patience with Teddy. I really didn't.
It's just, but like I always am laughing so hard, and it makes me laugh even more that it's making Zach so miserable.
Over time, I'm like, I've gotten better with it. With Chris, I have to still I'm still on that road for sure. Teddy over time, because I met him in during 8th grade, but we weren't friends until 9th grade because I was just associated with you. You were just around at school. You were new at the time. In 9th grade, we were just best friends from then on.
Yeah, there was a time, and I know this is a reference Teddy won't understand, probably. There was a time, though, where we always, like, said, like, you know, like, it's the duo, Teddy is your Nick, and Nick's my Teddy.
Yeah.
Like, when we were doing old YouTube, because we were, like, those were the duo, that we were, like, me and Nick did every video together, and you and Teddy did every video together. And that's just how it was. Didn't we have a call once where Nick and Teddy were in the same call? I don't remember.
It might have been off camera. Might have been.
It definitely was off camera.
Yeah.
Because me and you, I still remember the first fucking time I talked to you.
Was it maybe during those days with like Blog TV or Ustream where you can like webcam with someone else live? Maybe I was with Teddy at one point.
You were
hanging with Nick.
There was a bunch of Facebook apps, and I think it was probably one of those. Because Facebook was how I first video chatted with everyone. I remember the first time I chatted with you, Zach. I was talking about something really. I don't know why I did this. Probably because I was a fucking 14-year-old and I was stupid. But I immediately started talking about personal shit with another friend of mine. And I just remember this, like, within the first 3 minutes I was talking to you, and you were just like, okay, we probably shouldn't be talking about that. And that was my first time after, like, messaging you for, like, a couple of months where I actually video chatted you.
I don't remember that at all.
I just remember it because it was such an awkward, like, I was so fucking awkward with everyone I talked to for the first time. It took me and Austin, like, 3 years to finally do a video chat.
Spoiler alert, you still are awkward.
Oh, we're all awkward, Teddy. Everyone on this call is just an awkward person. You just embrace it better. I really love the con video where Zach buys that guy
the sake or
beverage.
Right?
Yeah, using Teddy's tickets.
Oh yeah, that was with Teddy's tickets. That's right.
Yeah, that's right. I
Teddy
remember
offered it though. He was nice enough to offer it for the other guy.
I remember it because Teddy would just be fucking around with some guy or like, or something. I don't know. I'm a little drunk right now, so not everything I say makes sense. And Zach would just get so irritated so easily.
Yeah. There was one time. There's a memory that I have that I'm still kind of irritated with Teddy. Like it was the first.
I love Teddy's. He's giving you the death stare now.
Yeah, you should wear the death mask for this. Just like completely.
Oh yeah, a Zip Prod icon, 3 death hugs.
Don't wear him like an idiot, like an R word. Come on now. Okay.
I'm not sure if you can hear me with it on. That's why I put it on that way. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you about this.
During our first con that we went to in 2009, there was this YouTuber that I interviewed who at the time wasn't a big YouTuber. Right now he's got like hundreds of thousands of channels.
Is this Dashy?
No. This is a dude. He does like Nintendo, Legend of Zelda, Kingdom Hearts, Nintendo stuff. Really popular YouTuber now. He has a lot of connections. But I knew him when he was
JJ or HMK?
HMK. I interviewed him when he was like a little under my subscriber amount or a little over. Like we were very like around that number range. That is interesting. I just interviewed him and just to maybe get him some more viewers and stuff, And I was gonna post it, but when I listened back, this is all on Teddy, man. You can only hear Teddy most of the time because he's right behind the camera, and the mic picked Teddy up the most. And he was talking to some girl and some guy, and he just kept saying the word pussy and other stuff. I don't know why. He was like joking around with them, just saying these really vulgar words. And at the time, the channel's PG.
Hey Teddy, don't try to run for president now. There's that video out there of you.
And right before I was recording, and before I recorded any interviews during that time, even then, I was telling Teddy, don't talk behind the camera. The mic might pick you up. you completely ignored that for a very important interview. So I
Zach,
still blame you for that one. I don't know if I saw the footage.
Zach,
I probably do, but God, I
and
texted
then
you. I
Zach
remember
ends the
texting you
interview.
so mad, like, dude, I heard you the whole time. Why'd you do that? And I was like, you texted me back, and I didn't even
And
respond.
then Zachary stops the camera and says, like,
Yeah.
Teddy, what the fuck did I just say? And then he smacks Teddy in the face.
I didn't know until I got home and listened. I was like so pissed.
Nick's made me angry with a bunch of stuff we've done in the past. My favorite story of Nick is us filming a short film for the old Bemis 100 days, where we were trying to film, and then Nick climbed up a tree and wouldn't come down for a whole hour. But I've probably told that story before.
I like that video of
All right.
I like that video.
Well, let's get to topics. Let's get to topics and let's include. I know we're talking about Teddy now. It's like we're talking about Teddy to his face, but not letting him actually say anything.
Well, he could have, but
let's do a topic. Let's do a topic that we can all get into. So, all three of us watched the last Smash Direct, and me and Zach were making fun of it greatly with our texts back and forth. But Teddy, what did you think of the new Smash Direct? Did you like it or did you hate it?
Kirby was the 1% of germs that the blinding light of Purell missed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. Kirby.
I love how that's Sakurai's character too, and that's like kind of a little Easter egg there, you know.
Mm-hmm. They seem to favor Kirby so much. They show him like in so many of the cinematic scenes, and he had such a big role in subspace. Like, it's because Sakurai, you know, yeah. Kirby's like almost more of an icon of Smash than Mario is, you know?
It's weird. Like, I know there's a big Kirby fan base. I just personally haven't seen the appeal of the games, but I know that they are constantly make the games. There's so many that come out every year, so I mean, it's not.
I haven't played his recent ones, but I love his old ones. I like the first Kirby game, and I like the 64 Kirby.
Why the piranha plant? Why?
I have a theory. The Grinch leak was real, and Nintendo got pissed off. Like,
I read the exact comment I heard from people in the comments.
We're taking all these characters out of the game. We were going to bring like 8 characters in this direct. Now we're going to give them the piranha plant. Fuck you guys. Stop leaking our shit.
The fucking plant.
Wasn't it the French guy? Some guy in the French workplace that was like doing promotional work for the Grinch movie. Was also doing stuff for what's the company?
I'm
honestly
surprised that many people were surprised that the leak was fake.
I was hopeful.
Shit
I was
like this happens.
50-50. I don't know.
Shit like this happens all the time. 50-50
They were pretty believable leaks though. Like, personally, I believed every single one of them.
Yeah, but someone who wanted to fuck with you would try to make it realistic.
It's just, I'm thinking of like Nintendo's track record with like leaks. I don't know. Like, I can't be surprised at this point.
I could do the same thing. I really could.
Yeah.
I could do a Photoshop.
But did you even see the things? Like, it's hard to move around that artwork and stuff. People kept saying that over and over, and it's like, yeah, makes sense. I mean.
But if I wanted to really make people believe a leak and fuck with people, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I would make it so like hidden like that.
Yeah.
Because that's the way you would do it. That's just the way that you would get the attention. That's the way that you'd make it believable.
Now, let's talk about the piranha plant thing. There's Mike and I were texting back and forth when everything happened. We were personally not in favor of it, but like apparently the internet loves it.
It's fun to make.
The internet loves
piranha plant,
dude.
I didn't specifically hate it. I made fun of it, but I mean, like,
here's the thing, though. I think it would have been better. Not generally like the character in the game, the idea of it being better, but like the presentation. I feel like if they had announced Ken as an Echo Fighter and Piranha Plant and then saved him Cineroar for the end, since that's a brand new character, not an Echo character, brand new character by itself, save that for the end, it would have been better. I know, like, you know, Piranha Plant's like a free whatever and this exclusive thing, but for your final Smash Direct, for your final reveal of that Smash Direct, you have a character like that. I mean, you kind of kill it a bit, you know? And then after that, you show all these characters that didn't get in, like Shadow and Isaac. Like, that's the timing to announce all these things was very poorly done.
Their final reveal was the story mode
It wasn't even a story mode. They said it was more about fun than story. In their exact words, they said.
Dude, my prediction is that fucking cutscene is all we're getting, and the rest of it's gonna be this shitty map mode where there's not even. This is my honest to god theory.
It's not even.
There's not even gonna be levels. It's gonna be that map. It's gonna be that shitty map, and then you fight these characters, and that's it.
There's a lot to do at least, but I mean a lot of places to fight in, but.
I think the adventure mode is going to. I hope I'm wrong, and I know I'm not like trying to sound super entitled now because honestly, I loved every direct up until this point.
Yeah.
I think the adventure mode is gonna suck ass. It's gonna have that one cutscene and nothing else, and they're not even gonna have levels. It's gonna be a bunch of different fight. It's gonna be a bunch of different fight challenges, basically. It's
I think maybe there will be a cutscene before the final boss, but actually, also what's also hype about the adventure mode might be a little bit hype because we saw that one boss. I forget what franchise it was in, but it was a boss in Brawl, and they brought that. There could be more bosses. That's fun.
Could be cool.
That's really
bosses
fun.
Could be cool.
And the fact that like spirits in general are pretty stupid, but in my opinion, but I'm a collector. I love doing that. If I can collect as many as I can, I'll keep playing the game for that for sure.
I'm not impressed with the spirits. Teddy, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Zach the collector, I have officially met someone who is more of a collector than you.
What?
Dude collector. A coworker actually at my store. He collects, oh my god. Any game has to be 100% done, 100% collected. And I did get him into Starlink. And he came over to my house to check mine out to see it before he got it. The same day, he bought the Switch version, the PS4 version, bought all the ships, the pilots, the weapons, including the Target exclusive ship.
That dude has an income like you wouldn't believe. Fucking god.
Sunk about $350 into all of it.
I don't need to pay my rent or my gas for my car. I just need to buy some more games, man.
You should see his house. He has a room dedicated to nothing but collectibles.
Jesus.
He'd make some of the stuff you've collected look like chump toys.
When I say collect, I mean like digitally, like 100%ing a game or something like that.
Hey,
like
I have a really impressive collection.
Yeah.
I have a hard drive with at least 80,000 pornographic files.
Not bad. Not bad, Teddy. Not bad.
Anyway, tell us about your Dust Bunny collection.
Say that again, Teddy.
For a minute, I thought he was going to talk to us about his Dust Bunny collection.
No, I don't got no Dust Bunny.
Dirty boy,
man. None of that.
What were we saying though?
Ooh, what's up? Okay,
spirits. What do you think of spirits?
I think it sucks, but it could prove me wrong. That's my thought on spirits. It's like in this place. Yeah. I have such low expectations of it. I think you'll be fucking stupid, and I think you'll potentially make. I think that anyone who plays online I think it's going to be just turned off for most people.
I hope there's a setting to turn off spirits when online because competitively that's going to. I didn't see that in the settings when they were showing it off. Nothing about spirits, so I'm just a bit worried, but.
Spirits probably fall into the.
They're just pretty much like attachments on your gun for Call of Duty, pretty much, and you can level them up. And it's like, why? If anyone out there actually is bored enough to do that, I feel sorry for them. Just collect them. Just have fun doing that. They're like stickers and trophies from Brawl. That was fun. Just consider them like that. Do not.
Yeah, I think it's that, but they overcomplicated it, and now it's just annoying.
Their presentation was so bad. They're like, okay, here's spirits. They don't show them what they do, and they're like. Here's a spirit. Here's another spirit, and it's like I'm not gonna remember this.
Hey, here's this.
It's like over 900, over 1,000 probably. Why are you showing me the spiky character? Look what he can do. Like what?
It looks like a play
on all these characters that
last game.
What?
Say that again, Teddy. I'm sorry.
The spirits seem more like a different version of the equipment and boosts that they had in the last game, where you can boost the defense, the speed, and the power.
I agree.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's a big thing.
Stuff. So it might be good. It might not.
That's what I'm saying. It might prove me wrong. I want it to, because I was so happy with me and Zach did a reaction to the direct where they first showed off
The
Ultimate.
E3 one, yeah.
Yeah. And me and Zach were pretty thrilled with it. And then King K. Rool was so cool, and then Simon was really cool. And then they just end it with this
I feel like the last direct we had, we should have had for this one. Switch them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like the story mode is the coolest thing with this, because it's like so cool to. One thing I noticed too is with these like cutscenes, they showed off a lot of characters they normally don't. With that
Sorry,
big
quickly. This is a returning joke again for this season. I feel like. What time did we record? I forgot again.
We started like around 8:10.
8:14.
You know?
Whoa. Do you actually remember?
Wait, is that when the call started or when we started recording?
When we started recording. The official call started about...
How do you... You looked at the time when I hit record?
The time the call started was 7:50, because I see it right here.
Teddy... A guest is backing me. Oh, I like that. Okay, so 9:14.
Well, I said 8:10. Teddy says 8:14, so I wasn't too off.
But I like that he looked at the time, like you didn't have to. Oh, I love that.
I have my laptop
Good guy, good man.
No, like, applause to Teddy.
He saved the DuckCast, man. DuckCast 68 saved.
No, okay, so I think that the spirits could potentially be a really fun thing that they add into the game. I think they did a bad job explaining what the fuck, like, there's so much to them.
They're so boring.
I think that it could potentially be a good thing. I love event mode on Melee, so maybe it would be fun. I really didn't like event mode on Brawl and Smash for the Wii U, but on Melee the events are really fun, and this kind of reminds me of those events. But
I love the original song they wrote. Like, they put lyrics on top of the main theme song. It was like, when that started playing, I was like,
corny.
Is this Smash Brothers the anime or something? Like, it was so
it's
funny.
so fucking corny, but I like it.
I love it.
Because it's a tune. I love the tune for Ultimate. I think when Smash 4 came out for the 3DS and the Wii U, I thought the theme was the lamest thing, because, like, the 64 version came out and it was an okay, I was a kid, I liked it. Then Melee comes out and they do so much work with the intro. Like, the music has all this, they're starting to really put effort into the music of the game now. Melee is where, like, music started to matter. Then Brawl, they have such an epic theme for it. And then the Wii U and 3DS version was so uninspired. I thought it was the most boring theme they could have gone with. And then Ultimate just blows me away, like, oh, such a cool theme. And now they're adding lyrics to it, and I love the way it sounds, but it's corny. Like, it's not a good song, it's corny. But I love it. I love it, though. Like,
it's very
really
Nintendo,
good. Yeah, it works. I'm happy that they made it. I love the instrumental, and I love the lyrical version. I legitimately downloaded the instrumental for Ultimate onto my phone once it came out, because it was so good. It was so enjoyable to listen to. It was so intense. It was great. It had build-up.
I love how this era... You alright?
I just heard, like... maybe that was my dog. I have no... There was just a really bizarre noise.
I love how this era of Nintendo's, like, doing a lot of stuff with voices, like Breath of the Wild.
What?
Like, Breath of the Wild... Breath of the Wild, you had, like, voice acting. Mario Odyssey had, like, 2 original songs with lyrics, and now you got Smash Bros. With a song with lyrics. Like, I love that. The Switch era is really fun, for the most part. Take out online service, and you're good, Nintendo, but yeah. So BS.
Back to the direct about Ultimate.
Yeah.
Did the two of you notice in the video how Sonic tried to save Pikachu?
No, I saw him running away from him on the side. I didn't notice that.
If you notice,
this was mentioned earlier.
He reached back to try to save Pika and failed.
Okay, so I've got a soft side for Sonic, because I grew up playing Sonic games. What? I have a soft spot for Sonic, because I grew up playing those games. So I thought it was really cool that one of the cutscenes actually included him interacting with other characters, because they never do. He's one of the characters that's never used for that. Same thing with, like, Ryu or Marth, but in this one they used them, and I was like, oh, that's cool.
I love how they did Snake dirty, dude. Poor Snake.
That was so. That was so.
It's so bad. Oh, poor Snake. And Splatoon kids too. They're just Snake.
That was so good.
So dirty.
We never actually saw the Splatoon kids go. All we saw was the ground
The ground underneath them shattered into oblivion. What do you mean? They either got sucked into the light or they fell to the earth and died fatally.
If that's the, I will say this though, if that's the only cutscene they have in the story mode, it was lame because all they did was do an Infinity War on us and kill off all the characters.
It was emotional.
If that's the only cutscene they're gonna do though, they should show an effort to fight before they do that. Like we could have seen all these cool combinations
Find the master
of
hands and all that. Yeah.
Like, you know, Sonic could have like run up a hill and then threw Kirby down as he does like turns into a rock. You could have Mario interacting with the character. You could have like all these different characters interacting with each other doing fight moves. And if that's the only cutscene in the story mode, then it's fucking lame. If it's not the only one, then I forgive.
Speaking of moves, tell me how this works. Link with his Hylian shield can block a beam for a moment, but Palutena's magical energy barrier can't do shit.
Hylian shield, bro. What's your argument?
You got a nice little universe system. How much power these things have.
Goddess versus a piece of metal.
But it's a mythical one. It's not just a piece of metal, okay?
Also, one world's magic could be weaker than one world's weapon, like shields. It's possible.
Why couldn't Mario's fireball distinguish the bad guy? That should have been OP enough, right?
Maybe the Kid Icarus characters just suck ass.
What if Pikachu just used Thundershock and all the beams went away?
I am not talking. They are texting me now. I am not talking that loud. I'm not, right? I really am
since
not.
We're cutting that part out now, this is out of context.
I'm not talking that loud. You can keep that in if it doesn't make sense in the episode.
Oh, okay, I guess.
I'm not talking loud!
No, I'm not!
They're giving me so much shit right now. I'm talking like I normally would.
Well then talk calmly. We'll all talk calmly right now.
Okay, I'll talk like this now.
Talk a bit louder though, I can't hear you.
I'm not talking just for the love.
A bit louder, I can't hear you. What are you saying?
They're so upset with me. They're so upset with me.
You're gonna have to talk louder, man. Just tell them that I can't.
Everyone's pissing me off. Oh my god.
I would love it if like you just heard the stairs like, and they're just open your door, Mike. Okay. So tell me what.
Michael, shut the fuck up, you piece of shit! You fucking fat piece of shit!
And this is what
I'll
Mike thinks.
fucking kill you. That's what my dad says to me every night.
What?
Every night he says I'm gonna fucking
police.
kill you. I'm just gonna like start
Officers
saying
Pennsylvania
shit
now.
By the time they get there, Mike's just a corpse.
My dad voted for Donald Trump.
Yeah. That generation usually does anyway. It's fine. It's whatever. Politics,
I thought that would be what gets the big. I thought that would be what gets the big reaction.
Thumbnail material, like he hates Trump. Explanation.
You can mention abuse. You can mention all these horrible crimes, but if you mention Trump,
yeah,
outrage.
Orange man bad. So Teddy, what's up? What you doing? Are you ignoring me? Have I done something to you?
No.
Ultimate though, my biggest gripe is that.
What else other than in the direct did you want to talk about, Teddy? That we didn't yet. What about like Ken and Incineroar, if you want to talk about them?
They're an interesting addition, to be honest.
I'm surprised with Incineroar. Like, why do we need another Pokemon? That's just me. I know people like it, but he makes sense for Smash. But Incineroar.
I don't give a shit.
Ken was obvious. I'm glad Ken got in.
Is that the starter, the final evolution of the starter from Sun and Moon?
It's another Greninja thing with a starter final evolution thing. That's it.
Fucking, if you want to put a Pokemon in, you know what? Put in Mr. Mime.
Why Mr. Mime? Wait. Wait.
No, you need to put in Ditto.
Ditto could be actually a good idea.
Dude, Ditto in Smash, he's in Smash as a thing, but he's got a cool ability. He's not playable, but he's pretty cool.
Ditto could be a good playable Pokemon character, honestly. Maybe it's too similar to Kirby though. Maybe that like makes Kirby because it's like a more extreme Kirby.
I don't complain though.
I love Kirby. I have no issue with Kirby being like one of the most popular. Like at least like, I would say with fans too, but also with like I feel like Kirby's more popular from Smash than he is from his own.
He's not a higher tier character though that people say, but a lot of people main him.
Oh, I mained Kirby when I was a kid. Nowadays, I don't really main any characters because I just like to play it for fun. I've never played it like competitively. When I was a kid, I would only play as Kirby because I loved the fact that you could take other people's abilities.
Here's a good question. Here's a good question for all the characters that are brand new to Ultimate. What out of anyone like who do you guys think you'll start trying the main?
King K. Rool.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, to be honest. But back to the Kirby topic.
Okay.
Kirby literally fucking sucks.
No, I love Kirby, dude.
Block smash down B, down B, down B.
Well, it's just like Pikachu. You can be obnoxious with the down B. Like there's so many ways. Like every character. Sonic you can be so obnoxious with. Olimar you can be obnoxious with, but like it's
more of a mainstream thing to complain about with Kirby. Like so many people do that though.
Yeah, I think Pikachu is the #1 mainstream complaint with down B.
Yeah.
Like that's the most popular one people bring up. And I mean, I understand that because I play Smash with my brother all the time, and he picks Pikachu every time and just fucking does that over and over again.
What the hell, dude?
Like everyone who's played Smash Bros knows about down B with Pikachu. Everyone knows that person.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, are you two gonna make Super Luigi soon with Pikachu as one of the characters?
Nope.
It
should have landed right here. That would have been perfect. If you just saw its dead corpse right there and just stay there for the whole episode. It's right there though. It's fine.
Oh, that's the ground behind you, isn't it?
The what?
You know, for some reason I've like kept picturing.
Did you just ask if that's the ground behind me? Are you that stupid?
I kept picturing where the TV is being like set up on like a TV stand that I was seeing in the background with the
It
floor.
fits perfectly in this cabinet thing. It's really good. I used to have a smaller one.
Drunk are you?
What's it?
Mike, how drunk are you?
I'm pretty drunk. I shouldn't have. I like chugged a drink before we started recording, and then I drink. I don't think I've been this drunk since our second DrunkCast episode.
I love when anyone's asked like how drunk are you, and they just say I'm pretty drunk. Like just that line alone is just so good. There was one. There was this one big con that happened recently for TwitchCon, and there's this one clip that was taken. There was this one streamer who was like really drunk, and his friend was talking to him, and he's just saying the F word over and over, and he's like, all right, we'll eat in here, we'll have a fun time. It's like, okay, and then just out of nowhere, he's the drunk guy is just like, I am aware, just saying all the weird stuff. I don't know, he just said so weird.
Oh,
probably terrible explanation of that joke, but yeah, really funny clip.
I'm severely intoxicated.
Good.
Oh man, it does not feel like we're getting close to an hour already, and it does not feel like that for me.
What else do I have on the list other than Smash? I feel like.
I have 3 other show notes. I have 3 other show notes.
The rest of development we're gonna have to delay again, but it's fine.
Oh yeah, and like next week we can't do it either because we have the 8-bit Misfit on next week.
Who's excited for Pokemon Let's Go?
I'll get it. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I mean,
it'll be something to wait for. Sorry.
Right now, I'm like, I have friends who want to Switch, so I'm gonna play Smash when they come over.
Yeah.
I'm not planning on getting a Switch now. So any other game other than Smash, I have no opinion on with the Switch. I have an Xbox One. That is my console.
And you've said you played Odyssey before on your friend's thing, so you've played that.
Oh, my little cousin Anthony.
Yeah.
I've played his Switch and I beat the whole game because me and him played it together.
It's a good game. Nintendo needs more popular, more mainstream IPs on there.
Yeah.
Still trying to beat Breath of the Wild.
Did you want a good indie game?
I'm on my second run. I may have a new account on the Switch, and I'm playing my second run already. It's fun.
I'm just trying to find the last shrines and then kick the ass of the Champion's Ballad final boss.
Oh, you're on the DLC. What, Mike?
I was saying if you guys want like an indie game, I played quickly.
Wait, say that again. Sorry.
It's super unlikely that either of you have anything to say about it. Does the name Deltarune mean anything to either of you?
I've heard the name. What's it like?
Undertale.
Yeah.
Oh, right. How is that? Yeah, you should talk
So on
about that.
Halloween, out of nowhere, they release an Undertale game. It's not a sequel or a prequel. It is. I don't want to spoil anything, but I don't consider this a spoiler because I feel like it's almost misleading if you go into the game without this information. It is a game that features Toriel, Sans, Undyne, the only big Undertale character who isn't in the. And this is just a demo, by the way. The only big character who isn't in this. This is a demo, but it's a 3-hour-long demo. There is so much to do in it, and it's like almost good as a game as its own.
So is it its own sequel, or is it a hype for a sequel?
It's like picture. You know what? Undertale's biggest inspiration is Earthbound.
Mm-hmm.
Toby Fox is highly inspired by Earthbound, and each Earthbound game is technically a sequel because it's the second game or the third game, but it features different characters and a different story taking place in the same kind of setting. And that's kind of what Deltarune is. Now, it does feature the same characters, but it's like an alternate timeline. The only character who wasn't in the demo from the old game is Papyrus. Everyone else is there.
What about Gaster?
Oh,
who?
Gaster isn't even in the actual game. You have to mess with the files to make Gaster appear.
Gaster is still badass. You can't say anything bad about him.
I have nothing against Gaster. I think he's the one. He's like the Five Nights at Freddy's arc of Undertale, where nothing's explained and you just have to fucking all these fucking fan theories about what he is, and I don't give a shit about him because of that, because the game hasn't given me a reason to care about him. It's the same thing that we talked about Coraline in the other eepisode. I actually like Coraline. This is Zach's opinion, but it's the same thing. It's like Gaster is just the part of the game where you're supposed to care about him because of what fan theories say about him.
Well, Gaster has been revealed to be the source of Sans and Papyrus, so.
Has he? I mean, I guess so. That's mainly a fan. Isn't that mainly fan theories, though?
The holes in his hands.
Okay. I mean, I don't have anything against Gaster. Gaster's fine, but like, I do like. I have a very soft side. I'm saying this a couple times this episode now. I have a very soft side for the Undertale characters. But Gaster's one of the only things about that game I don't give a shit about because they don't explain him, and I have no reason to care about him because fan theories is the only reason that you could ever care about Gaster. And if you can get into that, awesome. Like, no judgment. Just I don't care about Gaster. I care about every character but Gaster.
What were you gonna say, Teddy?
Mike, sleep with one eye open tonight.
Was that what you were going to say? Okay.
You know what though, Gaster's
Gaster's
cool in my book because I can't care too much about Gaster because they don't say much about Gaster. But at the same time, you know what? It's kind of cool that they leave a mystery in the game. It's kind of cool that they don't explain everything and they leave stuff open for the fans. So I like Gaster. He's just, he's hard to connect with because the game doesn't give you you don't even see Gaster unless if you mess with the game's files.
Part of Gaster being Sans and Papyrus' source is why people joke and call him Dadster.
Like I said, I'm fine with that character. Deltarune has the Undertale characters. This is only a demo, so they not purpose yet because it mainly focuses on new characters. But the new characters were great. There's like 3 major new characters, and I loved every single one of them. Like it felt just like Undertale with new characters, and I love it. Deltarune. Even if you just know, like Zachary, you said you watch Let's Plays of Undertale. play Deltarune. It's free, so play it yourself. You'll like it. It's
I'm right now watching a streamer of mine play Undertale, and they haven't played it ever, so they're reacting to all these things for the first time, like Goat Mom and all that. It's really fun, but so it's getting myself refreshed at least for that.
But I do want. I kind of dislike that Deltarune is kind of assumed as I almost feel like you should go into Deltarune not expecting a sequel. I know that's kind of a spoiler, but I don't like. It's like if you think it's a sequel, you almost set yourself for disappointment. Realize it isn't, because like it tricks you into thinking it's a sequel, and I don't like that. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Is it makes you think it's a sequel, and then like kind of, oh, it's not. It's this. I'm like, well, that's stupid. It reveals it really early too. It's not like revealing the twist ending to you guys or anything. It's just I like Deltarune a lot. I don't think it needs Undertale connected to it. I'm kind of curious to see what they do with the characters in the full game, whenever it comes out, because he announced it was going to be years. But one of my favorite things about it, and I knew I was.
You're drunken mouth for a minute.
He goes on when he's drunk. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I'll shut up.
It's fine. It's fine.
He said he shut up.
You want to finish up what you were going to say, though?
I'm gonna butcher her last name. I wanted to look up how to pronounce it before I started the show. I knew I was gonna mention it. I forgot to though. Laura Shiagari. I said guaranteed. Who did the closing song for To the Moon, Find in Paradise, and her own game that I also pronounce. She has such a wonderful voice, such beautiful songs. And I love everything she does. And they used her for the closing song of Deltarune, the demo. And I was like, I recognized her immediately. And I was like, oh, that's wonderful. That makes me like this 10 times more than I already did.
That's nice.
Yeah. So my next show now.
No, wait, I want to
ask.
Well, go ahead. Have you played Deltarune at all?
Deltarune. It's the prequel to the sequel of the prequel to a sequel that made.
No, but did you play the game?
No, not yet.
I recommend it.
What are your expectations as someone who didn't play the game yet?
Looks to be interesting. Shows promise. I'll keep an open mind till I win, because one of the things whenever it comes to a game that I show any interest in, I don't listen to any reviews or look up any reviews, because that'll put me into a mindset if, there's nothing but hating reviews. I may go in expecting to hate it. So it could be an actual good game that may not get much love.
The internet in general is like the complete opposite, and that's so sad.
No, Teddy has a very good mindset of that. That's a really good way to look at it.
Which is fun when you work at GameStop and there's a lot of stuff you haven't personally touched yet, and people come in and ask you, so have you,
and they recommended it to you, like, hey, this is exciting.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. That's such a good way to look at it, because I swear to God, there's stuff I love that gets reviewed poorly. Like one of my favorite movies of all time, Enter the Void, has a 70% on IMDb, and I'm like, oh my God, don't listen to that, because it's so good.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's a very good way to look at it. Okay, I have another show now. Do you guys remember? It was a little animation on Nickelodeon that played during that time, where it was the breakfast song, and there was a plate and a spoon and a fork singing about breakfast. If no one remembers it, I'll shut up about it now.
What the fuck are you on while you're drinking?
No, I wrote this.
Utensils are singing and dancing, guys.
I wrote this note before I was drinking.
Okay.
If no one remembers, it was a Nickelodeon ad, and it was like a plate, a spoon, and a fork doing a song about breakfast, naming off all the breakfasts you could eat. No one remembers that? Okay, fuck me. Move on to the next. Zach, Teddy.
Well, what about it? It puts into this world of forks and spoons singing.
Well, the reason it's so unique to me, it's this ad where there's like 3 different levels of effort, because the guy who voices the fork seems like a fucking intern. Like just got an intern to do it. He is not trying at all. He is, like, has such a bland voice in it. And then there's the Spoon, who's voiced by a female, and she puts a lot more effort into it. And she has, like, you know, she's not. This isn't the performance of her life, but she's at least gonna, like, humor it. And then there's the Plate. And I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, because it could be voiced. It could honestly be either. My guess is it's a guy, but it could be either.
Okay.
And they're treating this like this is the most important fucking thing they ever do.
What was it about?
That's the recommended video of the week. I'll send you a.
Okay.
It's called Breakfast Time. And I remember watching as a kid, and it came up in a video I watched, and I'm like, oh my god.
Okay.
Any other topics, guys? I have a talk about. My last topic is Elwood. I don't even know if maybe we should talk about that next episode or an episode later.
It's so relevant.
I think it came out, like, Elwood came out
today.
3 hours. Yeah, like 3 or 4 hours before we recorded the episode. Yeah. My only thing is, like, maybe we should talk about like 2, 3, and 4 on a different episode, because I don't want to make Teddy not talk for 20 minutes to be talking about Elwood.
So for
it was a good episode.
Too late.
For the next 10 minutes, then, Teddy, say whatever you want about anything. Because I told you to talk more and you didn't, so now here's your chance. Giving you the floor.
Teddy,
well,
you have the floor.
Part of me, I've been trying to talk, and drunken Mike won't shut the fuck up.
Well, I told you to interrupt him constantly. Show your hand. Hey, shut up, idiot.
I told you could.
Well, honestly, I'd have to say I am looking forward to the new games coming out.
There's not many.
Well, me personally, I'd have to say the big 3 I'm looking forward to. Pokemon Let's Go. Eevee all the way. Anyone who wants Pikachu can go sit on a spike.
Why Eevee, though? Why do people like Eevee? I don't get it.
I like Eevee. Eevee gives you options. It's not just an electric mouse that had a spark plug shoved up.
But you can't even evolve Eevee in this game. You can't evolve either of them. You just have them as them.
You can't evolve the starter. You can evolve any others.
But you can't evolve your Eevee, so what's your point with the Eevee thing, though?
I love Eevee more than Pikachu. Pikachu can go die. Pikachu's had its time.
Earlier, but
Pikachu has had its time in the limelight. It's Eevee's turn.
All right. Eevee survived the Infinity War Smash Brothers thing anyway, so I guess you win. Nintendo's fault.
I'm looking forward to Ultimate.
Yeah.
Ultimate will be fun regardless of what we said about it.
Little tidbit, people can actually pre-order the exclusive Nintendo Switch edition of Ultimate and actually get the download code at GameStop and can actually get the download code.
I love how you're promoting the place you work at. Go to GameStop, by the way. It's great.
Oh, he works at GameStop. I didn't know that.
That's so good.
The thing that's funny is it gives you a code a month early before the game's even released that is actually worthless until the game is released.
Yeah. I don't think Piranha Plant they said is I think Mike texted me this, like it was like incorrect information, like you thought Piranha Plant was a part of the 5 DLC characters, but I don't think it is.
He isn't.
No.
Piranha Plant you can only get if you pre-order it physically or digitally.
Oh no, Mike said like you have to pay to get them. You pay the game. That's the only thing you pay for.
You have to buy the game now to get them, or you
up until January 31st.
That's disingenuous to me. It's not going to be he's a collectible that you can only buy now. It's going to be you get him for free now, but if you wait,
he'll be available later on. Yeah,
you have to pay him as extra DLC, and it won't be connected to the 5.
Well, I'm not paying for him, so I don't have to worry. It's whatever. Yeah, $6 I feel is a bit much for characters.
Doesn't come out till January, but I'm greatly looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3.
Why isn't that on Nintendo? They've done Nintendo games before Kingdom Hearts. Why can't they just put 3 on there? It's on every single one except for PC and Nintendo. What the F?
They might do a port.
The only reason
they didn't do any of the HD versions either, like they should. Like, what the heck?
The only reason they did it for Xbox instead of keeping it strictly PlayStation is because I don't know what was shared, but it's because PlayStation and Xbox shared something between each other so PlayStation now has a game that was exclusively Xbox just so that they could get their hands on Kingdom Hearts 3, which I am greatly fucking pissed about.
I would comment you if you want being pissed off by actually playing previous Kingdom Hearts games. I have no connection to it.
I haven't played that many. I just want to play them just to see what all the hype's about. You know what I mean?
To me, like the hype is probably very real for those who played the games. But I think you need to put from what I hear about how complicated the story is, if you want to actually be able to follow it, you need to dedicate months to catching up.
Yeah.
You got to put a lot of time into that because I mean,
obviously, yeah.
People have tried to explain Kingdom Hearts to me, or even Final Fantasy to me, and I'm like, oh no, stop.
With a game, it's not like a movie where it's like an hour and a half. It's like a whole game. You need to play it yourself to know.
Yeah.
Just like Disney characters interact with you, and it's fun. You go into their world, and
I'm sure they're fun games. I've got Kingdom Hearts.
Dream Drop Distance on the 3DS is so fun with that flow motion mechanic. That one was great.
Yeah.
Recoded sucks because of the camera controls. I hated that. That was my first Kingdom Hearts game on the DS. So bad.
Yes.
So bad.
Yes.
That boss fight with Pete, and then that transitions over to the other character with the silver hair. Like I took me forever to get past Pete. But then you can't heal in between those fights, so you go fight this other guy, and he just kicks your ass every time. His attacks are all complicated everywhere. You gotta turn your camera quick, but you can't because control pad.
This is why you don't move on until you level.
Yeah. The heck. The Dream Drop Distance was great. Yeah.
The heckle of hex.
What about again, if Peter Piranha was not PD, if Piranha Plant was introduced, not at the end, cucking everyone. What characters, the ideas of all the characters that we missed out on, other than Isaac and Shadow and Sora, what would have you guys have liked? Now that the Smash Direct is over, the final ones.
One thing I would really, really like to see them add to Smash, even if it's just a special event, Mew versus Mewtwo and Smash, just to see how they duke that out.
Mew could be a good Smash character though, because they almost have build up with him from the previous games.
Have they ever done a character that floats in the air though?
Nope. Only technically Peach with her little
Mew on the ground would just be like.
Well, that could be a unique thing with Mew. Maybe
we've never seen Mew on the ground on its feet.
Maybe you create some disadvantages for Mew to make it so he's not overpowered. But maybe you can make a character that actually can fly around the screen and doesn't have to worry about the jumps or being you definitely need to weaken some things to not again make him not overpowered. But
doesn't Mario have that one move where he tries to sweep kick someone? If there's air underneath Mew, it's just gonna knock Mew over, and you're gonna be scratching your head how is this possible with physics? What?
I think there's a way you can make Mew work, but you would definitely need to work on other things to not make him overpowered.
With Mew with that leg sweep you just brought up, Zach, is even though Mew does float, it's leaving its feet dangling down. So
no, I mean if it's high above the air. I'm not talking about I guess it does depend on how high up above the ground it is. Yeah. But I'm thinking more eye level to Rosalina or something. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I don't know. Isaac, dude.
Oh.
God.
I got two that I really would love to see, and they're the generic ones that people have already mentioned. I'd love to see Waluigi.
Yeah. I feel
I'd actually like to see.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say I would actually like to see Sans. Like I know that's one that people are saying, please don't do Undertale, don't do
Really?
Undertale. I like Sans. He's a cool guy. I like him.
I would think that for Steve from Minecraft, like why Sans from why not him? Sans is fun. Like in the trailer, you just have like a black screen, like ominous atmospheric music, and then you just hear
Yeah.
and then bright red eyes. Sans is ready to smash, like whatever, like that'd be so awesome, you know?
Yeah.
He's just ready to,
to
murder you.
I think Sans' final smash would be with his Gaster Blasters.
And he needs Papyrus with his final smash, or you know, Papyrus could be an assist trophy. Actually, never mind.
His final smash could honestly just be like, you know, what would be a really good final smash for Sans? Just use a small segment from his like boss battle in Undertale, because one, you could actually make it so people could get past Sans, like you could actually survive Sans' final smash, but it'd be so difficult. Like you need to be familiar with Undertale to do it.
Yeah, I was just gonna think like replace the heart with like whatever character he grabs into his way. It could be 3 characters, it could be 2, 1. Just like replace it with the heart and just like have all this stuff in the middle of that screen, just onslaught.
That would be interesting.
You don't have to like place mini game. I'm like what you said, but just like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think that'd be fair too, because of like with all the final smashes that are just instant death, no matter what.
True.
Like that'd be a good one. That'd be one where you could actually save yourself if you actually had knowledge of the game.
Yeah. There's this one multiplayer game, I forget the name of it, but it's on PC. Like there's these stick characters, and like you fight it out level through levels, and you keep it's just level by level. You keep going through it, and then there's certain levels where your friends can play as the boss. You pick up this thing, and all of a sudden it's 3v1 versus the boss, and you have all these special attacks and all that. It's like this little mini game kind of thing. Yeah, they could do something like that.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
I don't really know any other. I mean, I don't fucking give. You know, like I said, I have stuff.
I feel like at this point, Sakurai could surprise us and be like, you know, no longer is it a fact that if a character becomes an assist trophy, it does not mean that they are completely neglected away from like being a playable character. Like I feel like they could do that, like with Waluigi or with Isaac or with Shadow. Doubtful, but who knows? Waluigi's a high demand though, so I mean, I feel like he did it with Cloud, with K. Rool. Like those are really high demand characters, and he finally put them in. So I feel like at some point he's gonna be like, all right, you guys want Waluigi, fine. You know that Piranha. I keep saying Piranha. The Piranha Plant trailer. Remember how it opened with everyone being dizzy and all that, and started with like Luigi. Like that looked like Waluigi. Doesn't he stun people? Like that looked like it was gonna be Waluigi. Don't you guys think? Piranha Plant trailer.
I really want to see them add the other final evolutions from the Sun and Moon era.
What I'm sorry.
I really want to see them add in the other 2 final evolution starters from Sun and Moon.
Pokemon? Is it from Pokemon?
Yeah.
Why?
Not Pokemon, but as either characters or even Pokeballs, because I honestly want to see how they would play those 2 out.
It'd be interesting, but at the same time, it might be too many Pokemon to add to the game.
There's no point. Again, like in Cineroar...
Litten was the most popular. I think out of the 3 starters from Sun and Moon, Litten was the most popular. So using his final evolution makes the most sense.
No love for Poplio, dude.
Poplio, he's my favorite.
Rowl it all the way, dudes. Rowl it all the way.
Yeah, Sun and Moon's lineup of starters was like the best since Gen 4, in my opinion, that people love.
I'd say since the first gen, honestly.
Well, you didn't play the other gens, though. That's why you're saying that.
Yeah, that's true. I stopped after 3,
but yeah.
I wasn't crazy for Gen 2 and 2 and 3 were fine, but then I thought it actually got really dumb.
I thought after 4 was bad, like 5. Like the designs, like the story was fun with 5. The designs were starting to go downhill.
Fucking Ice Cream is a Pokemon, for God's sakes. Come on.
And then Gen 6 was like dangling keys and yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys, look at the keys.
And Gen 5 also had Garbage as Pokemon. Garbodor and Trubbish.
Well, think about it. Gen 1 had literally toxic sludge, so...
It's
They-
I don't know. It's a cool design at
They
least.
finally came full circle with the garbage.
It's like literal trash bags though. Like at least you have like this poison slime thing. It's cool. Yeah.
I still find it ironic that the Alolan form of Grimer and Muck are actually its original form.
Hey, we're over time by 3 minutes, I think.
Well, I mean, an hour isn't exactly over.
He said 8:14. It's 9:17.
Yeah, I know, but at the same time, like we have shows that go on 10 extra minutes.
Well, what do you want to talk about? I mean, you seem pretty pooped, dude.
Well, you guys, I guess I don't have much. Elwood, we should say for a different thing.
Yeah.
But you guys, like, I think we should talk about like not just episode 2, 2, 3, and 4. You know. But I mean, I'll say real quick. Elwood episode 2 was good.
Yeah.
It was better than the first one.
I love yeah, not to get too much into it. He's got good scripts. I feel like he's not rushing anything. I feel like he's doing a good job.
Still corny as hell, but I like it. Teddy, is there any other topics you want to talk about this episode? Anything you couldn't talk about because I wouldn't shut the fuck up?
Many things, but it's fine. It was entertaining to see Mike drunk for a change.
It's not a change. I just don't talk to you too often.
I've had what, like 4 interactions with you total? This making 5?
I have no idea. The one I remember best is the metal mouth we did. Like, it's not me and you talking isn't a common thing.
So people watching,
always thrilled to talk to you. Just it's not a common thing.
People watching this video, keep in mind this is a very rare phenomenon.
I hope I didn't piss you off by refusing to shut the fuck up during this episode.
You're fine, dude. You're fine.
Okay.
Zach may want to kill us both with his Terminator glasses going on there, but
yeah, Zach is just a Men in Black character this season.
Nah, I can see more Terminator look. He's not wearing the fancy suit. He's missing the entire ensemble for it. So,
but by definition, he is not a man in black.
He is a boy in black.
Yeah, he is a boy. He is a boy in plaid. That sounds like the Christian remake.
Later, as he slowly.
Fuck it. One button less, it's fine.
You know what show I've been looking at again recently because I'm playing a side video? You're both Jewish, right?
Nope.
Maybe.
I know Zach is obviously. I thought I heard that Teddy. I don't remember.
He is.
I don't know. Maybe I don't even know if you guys want me to talk about it. But like, there was. I recently started watching. I just think it's funny because I mentioned a very Christian topic right now. But I started looking at old VeggieTales episodes again because I'm planning on making a video about it.
How's this gonna go?
Does anyone here know what VeggieTales is?
Yes. What does that have to do with Jews?
No, it has nothing to do with that. I'm saying it's funny because I'm bringing up a Christian topic.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, but I don't like VeggieTales is pretty much exclusively Christian, but
Never heard that before, but all right, I'll go with it.
Gotcha.
It's a very tiring, boring 10 minutes.
We can end it now if you want to. I was just gonna say, yeah, I'm watching some of those again because I'm gonna make a video on the late side.
Teddy, you're always
Do either of you have any memories of that
entire episode? What the heck?
Do either of you have any memories? Has either of you ever watched that one? Am I wrong to say it was only a Christian show?
I've never.
I may have seen a tidbit of it, but I never really watched it.
It like didn't like shit talk other religions or anything. It was like, but like it to me, it's actually one of the only Christian shows. I had to watch them as a kid because I was a Christian, like, and I hated most of them. But VeggieTales is like the tolerable one. And I was just wondering, like because it's like super, like it's not against other religions, but it's just like so strongly Christian based, like.
Teddy's looking up porn right now while we're talking. What the hell?
I can show you actually exactly what I'm looking at.
Whip out your dick off camera. We're recording at least.
This is what I look at.
Are you editing a video? Is that Minecraft?
Nah. That is IMVU. That is IMVU.
Huh.
AMV, what's that?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, is that it's like
The
Second
3D
Life?
chat.
Yeah.
Yes
No?
and no, but it's more fun since you can mess around more freely with what your avatar looks like.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I actually have like maybe 10 people that I actually know face to face who actually are on it.
Ah, yes. Yes, of course.
Me and Zach do VR chat sometimes, but it's been a little while.
Dude, a few days ago, the day I texted you, Teddy, when I was having that really bad morning, I was like in a really weird mood. I had a morning alone for a few hours, and I just decided to get on and like just randomly talk to people and meme around and stuff and yelling at people and stuff and like just I don't know. There's some guy wearing like hentai like in this thing and like I don't know. I was just yelling at him like, "What are you doing, you fucking idiot?" And like I don't know. Some other people were joining in like yeah, we're just all yelling at this one dude. I don't know. It was very freeing. It was a fun time.
He went online and bullied him. Good time.
I feel like VR chat. No offense to you, but like. Because like there's other people in the house, I don't want to yell when they're here. But like doing VR chat when I'm home alone or something, just having the ability to scream is like so much more fun than playing with friends. Like no offense, it's still fun with you and anyone else. But like yeah.
Oh no, I hear you, man. No, I hear you completely. Clearly, I am pissing a lot of people off when I talk to my computer.
We should do VR chat again sometime though. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you doing? We should end this.
Yeah, I think we're about good. I mean, I think I saying there were long gaps where I was talking, but I think Teddy actually contributed a good bit to this episode. I don't agree with you, Zach.
He was on the computer the whole time, man.
He was talking.
Technically,
hey,
the
guys.
two of you are as well.
Oh, what? Oh, okay.
That's true. No, I think it was a good episode. I like this one.
Good to see.
I'm gonna regret some of the shit I say like when I sober up, but for the most part, I like this episode quite a lot.
Next episode is 69. That'll be a good time, right?
Fun time. Next episode, we got the 8-bit misfit on.
Probably.
Goes to that.
If he replies.
Because I referenced him in the first episode of the season. I gave him a special thanks. And then he just I specifically said in that video too, he would probably never see this, but I want to thank him for a lot of different things I was talking about in that episode. And then like he like posted on his Twitter like 2 days ago, like I want to give a special thanks to Slate Side. He like tagged me for the special thanks in the DuckCast episode. And I was just like, wow, that's like I just responded saying thanks, man. How the hell did you even find that?
Teddy, I swear to God, we just saw your ball sack there.
It was just because we had I mean, you know, it was because we had him linked. I guess if you look up the 8-bit misfit on YouTube or something, like our DuckCast will pop up. But
yeah, get your mind out of the gutter, Zach.
Listen, you're the only guest that has shown the most skin on this podcast so far. We have seen the most of you.
How's this for skin?
Come on, dude.
Show more.
It's just hype for 69. Listen. We're getting there.
Fine. You want me to show more?
No.
How's this?
Yeah.
Mike's been shirtless before. I shouldn't just say you. Well, now you.
Zach, that's the clip that you used for the season 5 intro.
God.
I have no idea how long we'll do DuckCast, but we at least gotta do season 5 so we can make it to episode 100.
Yeah. Well, we gotta end this now. I've kept saying that. We should.
Okay, we can end it now. We went 10 minutes. We went 12
over.
minutes.
Couldn't end with a chest reveal from Teddy, so.
That's very good.
Thank you.
Teddy's chest reveal. What if someone like who never except doing a face reveal?
Wait, say that again. You mean
this chest reveal in the entire video? They're just showing their chest without showing their face.
Hey guys, welcome to our podcast. Yeah.
I'm saying like a YouTuber that never shows their face. Instead of doing a face reveal, they do a chest reveal.
Yes. So
it'd be a good April Fool's video. I might do that, even though I've shown my face. I've never shown my chest. Anyway,
show them nipples, Mike. Show them nipples.
Show the nipples. They're pretty
No.
big. Maybe I should get them smaller before I do that. Anyway.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.